It's time for Series 2. And these guys do have the date on them. Series 1 were released in 1990, but they just have a plain emblem. These starting here, they show the dates on them. 30 years old on the Series 2. I'm not a huge fan of the yellow border. I kind of like the white border of Series 1 better, but it is what it is. These guys are an upgrade to Series 1 in that they started to do more with the stats of the characters. Now they've got bar graphs, make it all scientific. And the art is moving away from strictly Jack Kirby looking to some of that Jim Lee as well. I really love Jim Lee's artwork. And they got some more characters too. So first page we got some Spider-Man, another Phoenix looking like she did in Series 1. Of course, some Fan 4 Stick, Mr. Fantastic. Iceman's cool. Human Torch. Iron Man again, of course. He'll be in all of them. Finally, they added my boy Gambit. I love Gambit. One of my favorite Marvel characters, hands down. Psylocke. Wow, when I was a kid, I liked Psylocke. Oh my, Punisher. Pretty badass. Vision. Yup. OG Hawkeye. Yup. Classic. I like this aesthetic quite a bit better than how they had him in the Marvel movies for sure. Puck for some Canada representation. Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch together over there. Adam Warlock from the OG Infinity Gauntlet stuff. U.S. Agent, some lesser known characters. Sasquatch, a bit more of that Alpha Flight again. Banshee, he had some screen time in the show. So with Series 2, they still have flavor text on them. A little bit of a did you know? For a time, Firestar was a pupil of X-Men's arch enemy, the White Queen. Scandalous. And then group affiliation stats like height, weight, first appearance. They don't have the battles won, lost kind of stuff. Instead, they opted for science with the charts, the strength, speed, agility, stamina, durability, and intelligence. Pretty cool stuff. Jubilee, not the biggest fan, but I mean, it is what it is. Rogue, of course. Rogue is awesome. She-Hulk with the classic aesthetic. I saw that they're changing her up a little bit and making her a bit more beefy in the new stuff. But yeah, that's the OG She-Hulk. Doctor Strange, pretty cool. Silver Surfer, also cool. Storm and Archangel, really like those guys. Thor with the beard. Wolverine, always a good superhero. Not the biggest fan of that picture though, actually, but it's what it is. Green Hulk, Nick Fury again, some more Captain America. Kingpin, thick as ever. Magneto, a boss. Venom, Galactus are dope. Mandarin, still pretty cool. Still nowhere near what they did to him in Iron Man 3 or whatever. Chameleon, pretty cool. Super Spider-Man arch enemy, or super villain anyway. Tombstone, Mysterio, some more Spider-Man super villains. Soren, it's pretty cool. Baron Mordo, looking pretty baggy in that picture, actually. Nebula. Pretty sweet looking character. Kang the Conqueror. Doc Ock. Thanos with Lady Death. That's a really cool picture. I like that. Hobgoblin is looking kind of lizardy, actually. It's a bit of a bit of an interesting choice. Calypso. Oh, Calypso. Ultron again, looking cool. He definitely became a lot more prominent after that second Avengers movie. Loki, I think I like the Loki in series 1. The image, I like the series 1 Loki better. And so there's around 90 superheroes and supervillains, and then it moves into arch enemies, going into some classic battles like Spider-Man versus Venom, Wolverine versus Sabretooth, Silver Surfer versus Galactus, yup. Daredevil versus Elektra, Avengers versus Kang. Captain America versus Baron Zemo. Punisher versus Kingpin. Thing versus Hulk. They're redoing some of these from the previous set, but that's how it goes. And these ones all have a little description about the particular conflict between the two parties. Doctor Strange versus Baron Mordo. Spider-Man versus Lizard. I think that's the first fight that they did in the Spider-Man animated series. Silver Surfer versus Thanos. It's a good matchup, I'd say. Captain America versus Red Skull. Classic. Spider-Man versus Jonah Jameson. Evenly matched. Thor versus Loki, yup. Daredevil versus Kingpin, yup. X-Men versus Magneto, abso-frickin-lutely. Silver Surfer versus Mephisto. I'm not familiar with that. I should read through these sometime. I haven't looked at these cards in way too long. It's just that now that there's a bunch of hype around them, I feel like now would be a good time to put all this stuff online in case people care to see what the sets contain if they don't have them or don't intend to get them or whatever. I don't even know how hard they are to find because I've completed all this stuff years ago. The fights end at 126, and then it goes into weapons, because in keeping with that whole, collecting and pitting superpowers against each other and all that cool nerdy shit. They gotta add some weapons in there. So they got Captain America's shield, Thor's hammer, Spider-Man web shooters, Punisher's arsenal, Iron Man's armor, Infinity Gauntlet. I guess that's a Thanos thing a bit. And on the backs they've got they've got like specs of the weapons. So Infinity Gauntlet, it says size approximately 15 inches by 9 inches by 4 inches. Cannon, weight estimated 200 pounds. You got to be thick to wear those. Lift some weights to wear those. Wolverine's claws. Mandarin's rings. Multiples. He's got all them rings. Mandarin likes to accessorize. And then legends. I'm not sure if these are supposed to be deceased characters. Like original Ghost Rider deceased, Dark Phoenix deceased, Green Goblin, I think, deceased, right? Bucky, supposedly deceased. So I'm not sure about those. Rookies again, because they gotta keep with that whole sports thing. Um, and once again, I mean, maybe new Fantastic Four, perhaps. I guess I don't know. It's what it is. And then teams, got some classic teams. Fantastic Four, Avengers, West Coast Avengers, with that sick Hawkeye. X-Men with Gambit again. Gambit's so cool. X Factor, Excalibur, the New Warriors, Masters of Evil, and Marauders. And then near the end of the set, before the checklist, they've got 3 cards that show various stats along with the what the stats mean at the different numbers. So with strength, 7 is incalculable, able to lift over 100 tons. And that's where these card sets really start to become a bit more interactive, because like you could take a character, let's say I don't know, Galactus. No, let's go Magneto. Magneto's dope. So with Magneto, he's got his strength is 2. I can just leave that in, I guess. Peak human, able to lift one's own body weight to 800 pounds. So he's a tough guy. Speed. Oh no, wait. So strength, agility. That's number 3. He's got agility of 2, meaning normal. He's got average agility. Durability. He's at a 5. Bulletproof, stronger, harder body than humans. Very difficult to injure. It's pretty fancy. Intelligence. Magneto's at a 3, which means above average, possessing a higher than average IQ. Is kind of smart, Stamina. He's got 3 stamina, which means above average, able to sustain for up to an hour. He can sustain. And the final one, speed. So he's got speed of 3, which means superhuman. Peak range, 111 to 115 miles per hour. So he's fast, too. Yes. So that's Magneto, and I'm sure that these aren't completely canon, but I like that with Series 2 they started to introduce more graphs, so that you can like actually compare with other characters and stuff. Series 1 was more about just like stats on how many fights did they have, how many wins, losses, kind of like potentially like sports cards, but they started to sort of move into their own thing with Series 2. Unlike Series 1, with Series 2 I've only got 2 of the 5 chase cards. Excuse me. First one is Spider-Man. It's number 1. And it's in pretty nice condition, but it's also really off-center. It's like got a landing strip on this side, and like toothpick on that side, right? But it's a really cool card. And the back, as with the previous set, it's got a little mini checklist for them there. A little bit of flavor text over there. And then his stats, height, weight, etc., group affiliation. And this Punisher I got more recently. It is busted. But I picked it up for like $1, I think. And so even though it sucks, it's like I need it. And now I've got a copy, even though it's not like... I'm not ever gonna, you know, sell these. I don't really care about the monetary value. All I really care about is how much it costs to actually get them. And so this one, even though it's not in super nice shape, I got it for dirt cheap, and now I only need 3. So I was pretty happy to acquire this one. It's rough, but it's pretty cool. The chase cards for most of these Marvel sets are nice, and they get pretty crazy as we go. So this is series 2. I'm gonna be making my way through to series 4, and then up after that is masterpieces, I think, and then a bunch of other stuff too. So yeah, that's series 2. Thank you very much for watching. There's a lot more to come, so stick around if you find this interesting at all. Yeah, thanks very much for watching, and have a great day.